Well, we are out of the first weekend for Marvel's Fantastic Four reboot, and we have some data to go over. And surprise, surprise, it's not looking that good for this movie. In fact, not only did it not beat Superman's opening weekend, the Monday drop for this movie was also worse for Superman. And people are already out there saying that Superman bombed. Now, the legs of both of these movies will tell the real tale. But there's some interesting data on who actually watched this movie that I want to go over. And spoilers, women and families didn't show up for this movie. Families showed up for Superman, but not Marvel's first family. So when you go to Deadline's article here, they actually talk about it here as well. Fewer families compared to Superman, but this is far and away a record opening. For the Fantastic Four franchise. At this point in time, sources are expecting a second weekend decline of 60%. That's worse than Superman. So we'll see. I think people, I made the last thumbnail on a video going over the box office. Fans walk away. A lot of them have. The only ones that are showing up, though, for these movies in general are fans, fanboys, men in general, which has been the only consistent thing about all these movies is men show up for them, which really makes all the decisions behind Marvel's change over the entire phases 4 and 5 crazy. Women will show up for these movies, but they want to see characters that look like this, like old Hugh Jackman here, all ripped up. They like that. Chris Hemsworth, they like him. She-Hulk, they don't like her. Marvels, they don't like them. They don't want to see this. In fact, if they do see a movie with a woman in it, they would also prefer usually for the woman to look good as well. The days of like frumpy, fugly women. I don't know, and I'm not Vanessa Kirby is not an ugly woman. I'm not saying that. But Marvel will take attractive women and try to tone them down. A really good example for that would be, what's her name, Florence Pugh, the leader of the Thunderbolts. Outside of those movies she's in, she's a very attractive woman. But in these movies, they go out of their way to intentionally try to make her like mid, which is hard to do. It was hard to do with Sydney Sweeney. They tried to do it to her in Madam Web. Like Sydney Sweeney has big boobs, and I'm telling you, I think that they put some kind of restrictor on her in that movie or something. Maybe I'm just being crazy, but it seems like Hollywood tries to change things and put them in potato sacks and stuff. It's very strange because you see them on the red carpet and it's like, wow, why didn't she look like that in the movie? But Fantastic Four, even though Sue Storm is not the leader in that movie, but it's really strange because the marketing made it look like she was. In fact, they were even out there saying that she was. And in the comics, they changed it and made Sue Storm the leader. So it was very strange. But I personally think they made changes through editing to fix that. You can tell Fantastic Four was edited to hell because there was a lot of jumping around and stuff. I would be very interested in seeing the actual version of that movie that they wanted to run with. Superman had a lot of shit trimmed off of it too, by the way. Both movies were heavily cut down. That's one thing they both have in common. But female audiences reject Fantastic Four. Women rejected female Silver Surfer and girl boss leader Sue Storm, which was heavily toned down in the movie. That the film was marketed that way for some reason. I agree 100%. It was. And that's a turnoff to women. Sorry, it is. It just is. Even families didn't show up as much. All the while, Sue Storm said it's about family. Well, those families watched Superman instead. The percentage of families that went to see Marvel's Fantastic Four was at 17% compared to Superman's 31%. That's wild. But I've been saying it. That dog made Superman at least seem more kid-friendly. More than that Herbie the robot did. Sorry, it's just true. And if you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. But the dog, that just seemed more approachable, I think, to kids and families. But the facts don't lie. Less families showed up to Fantastic Four. The average for families seeing a PG-13 movie also happens to be 21%, so we see families avoided Fantastic Four. But again, more went to see Gunn's DCU debut. And I agree with this. Marvel still doesn't get it. Like, their target audience of trying to turn these movies into like half men, half women is just not going to work, man. Women don't want this shit. And if they did, they wanted it for the women that want comic book movies want them for the same reasons that men do, usually. Why is this so bad? Like, why can't there be genres for men and genres for women? Barbie, I think, did that and proved that that's a thing very, very well. Women carried Barbie. And there's absolutely an audience. There's female audiences for movies like that. I don't see what's wrong with having comic books be not more so marketed, but made in mind for the people that actually show up for it, which is men. I don't understand why that's so controversial. It's really not a big deal. And it works. It's worked for a long time. So, I find all of this funny. Marvel's lost a lot of money doing shit like this. Remember that Secret Invasion show that had Emilia Clarke in here with that? This scene is so bad. Women didn't watch that show either, did they? Did they? And as he puts here, you'll never make feminists happy. Was not happening. But keep chasing these ghosts, as the article points out right here. Keep chasing them ghosts. I think Marvel's going to keep trying to chase them. I think they're going to pull back a little, but I don't think you see any real change there until they get rid of all of the executives running things. You need new blood at Marvel. You need new blood there. You need new people. You need to get rid of Kevin Feige. I think he's done. He does not have it anymore. And who knows if he even ever had it, because when the MCU first started, he was not the guy. He kind of positioned his way to becoming the guy over time. But there were other people involved in that magic, and most of them are gone. So, we'll see what happens. Maybe Doomsday will be amazing, but I got to tell you, they're filming scenes, and they don't even have a finished script. How do you not have a script done and you're filming shit? Like that movie sounds like it's going to be a mess. It sounds like it's going to be a giant shit show. Too many characters. It's going to be cluttered to hell. They don't even have a script done. Like, what the hell are you doing? Why don't you get the script right first before you start shooting? It's wild. So anyway, big failure. But hey, maybe this will help. Maybe the actor who plays the Thing out here doing his best, Pedro Pascal, maybe this will help get asses into seats.
There's a handful of fascists that I would just throw into outer space. That's what I would do.
Yeah, maybe that will get people into the movie theaters. These people, they see fascists. They're everywhere. But one hiding back there behind the green screen even. Probably waiting to jump the actors. He's just back there hiding. The funny little mustache man back there just ready to jump out of people. It's like the boogeyman to these people. You see them everywhere. Manhole covers, tow trucks, jean ads. They're everywhere. And maybe that'll help. Maybe that'll help get asses in seats. We'll see. But either way, let me know what you think in the comments. What are your thoughts on all of this? Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video, hit that notification bell, and you can still check out my comic. So the pre-order has ended. I was down in Dallas the other day signing books. We are low on covers A and B. Cover C is sold out, but there is still cover D. That is always going to be in the store. This page will always remain a storefront, so you can always go and buy it. Like if you want to support the channel, you can actually do it by picking up my comic, and you actually get something. So that's nice. You get a good, fun book. So link in the description for that. Check it out. And with that, we'll see you on the next one. Peace.